everyone. I'm Kara Minowie, and this is ShellPoint Today for Monday, September 15th. On today's show, we'll hear from Cheryl Cooper on some great ways for you to get healthy and stay healthy just by using rubber bands. And we'll tell you all about Finemark Bank's 5th anniversary celebration coming up next week. But first, today begins the Employee Photo Show in the Resident Activities Center. Stop by for a look at some of the beautiful pictures our staff is showing off. And don't forget to vote on which photos you think are the best. Voting takes place all this week with winners in each category announced next Monday, September 22nd. Also today, a brand new way for you to access your medical information. The new Easy Access Patient Portal is up and running. This will allow you to access, by computer, your medical information from the ShellPoint Medical Center. You will be able to get test results, update your personal information, fill out necessary forms, make or reschedule appointments, and deal with prescriptions, all from the comfort of your own home or wherever you happen to be. Just log on to www.shellpoint.net/easaccess for a step-by-step instructional video and learn more about this great new resource here at ShellPoint. The Computer College begins its latest offering, Making Word Work for You. Instructor Russ Cray will show you how to create, edit, format, print, and save text documents or copy them to email. This class runs every Monday beginning today through October 6th from 1:15 until 3 p.m. It will take place in the Computer Teaching Center on the island. Sign-ups are required and it will cost just $16. If your taste buds desire some delicious seafood, you'll want to make the trip to the Fresh Catch Bistro on Fort Myers Beach. Enjoy the fabulous Gulf views with entrees ranging in price from $31 to $50. This dinner outing will take place tomorrow with pickup starting at 4:30 on the island, 4:40 in the Woodlands, and 4:50 at Eagles Preserve. Sign up is required, and the cost of the trip is $7 with dinner on your own. And a fascinating discussion will take place tomorrow on the history of the Olympian Games in Greece. Led by Professor Adrian Kerr, find out about one of the greatest sporting events on the planet. The Academy class will take place in the Grand Cypress Room in the Woodlands from 10 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. Sign-ups are required and it's just $10. For more information or to sign up for any of the activities we talked about, stop by the Island Service Desk in the Resident Activity Center on the island or call 454-2282 or the Woodlands Service Desk at 454-2054. Now, let's hear more about the exciting anniversary celebration that's being planned to mark Finemark Bank's 5 years of service here at ShellPoint. And here to tell us all about it is Finemark Bank Managing Executive Anna Smith.
Hello, I'm Anna Smith, Managing Executive with Finemark on the island. I am excited to announce Finemark is celebrating its 5th year on the island. We have enjoyed every minute of being here, and now we want to say thank you. Everyone is invited to join us for our anniversary celebration on Wednesday, September 24th from 8 to 9:30 in the morning. We will have a tent set up in the bank courtyard on the island with some light refreshments and wonderful conversation. We have a number of special guests attending the event. Susan Chacon, the original managing executive of Finemark on the island, is flying in from Arizona to be with us. And Tiffany Williams, our most recent managing executive before I arrived, will also be on hand for the celebration. Our president and CEO, Joe Caddy, will be here as well to say a few words to our guests. We are grateful for the relationships we have with so many ShellPoint residents. We hope you join in the celebration with us. Again, it's Wednesday, September 24th from 8 to 9:30 a.m. in the bank courtyard on the island. You do not need to RSVP. Everyone is welcome, and we hope to see you all there. If you have any questions, please stop by Finemark, or you can always give us a call at 461-5999.
Sounds like an exciting event planned for the 5th anniversary of Finemark Bank's existence here at ShellPoint. We all know that keeping fit and healthy gives you the ability to take advantage of all the great events going on here at ShellPoint and across Southwest Florida. Well, one way to maintain your fitness and health is with exercise. And that's where fitness coordinator Cheryl Cooper comes in. She has a new class starting tomorrow that won't stretch you to your limit, but will offer you a great way to stay in shape.
I'm Mary Franklin with the Health Connection to talk about an upcoming program on Tuesday, September 16th at 10:45 in the Social Center. The presentation is Not Your Ordinary Rubber Band. And you know who the presenter is? It's not an ordinary person. It's our wonderful fitness coordinator, Cheryl Cooper. And if you know Cheryl, you know she's always running around, and that's why I'm waiting around here for her.
Mary, here I am!
Cheryl, I knew you would be right on time. I know you're always running class to class. And I am so excited that you are taking time out of your busy schedule to do an educational program for our residents here at Shell Point. And it's on rubber bands?
Rubber bands and tubing, but not this kind of tube. It's actually on this kind of tube. And it's amazing what you can do with an ordinary tube just like this and exercise all by yourself, anywhere you can find room. And I'm going to demonstrate several different exercises that are really easy and really nice to use so that you're not hurting your joints or any of your parts of your body. So it's going to be a great class using tubes, and then, oh yes, thank you, not your ordinary rubber band. And the bands are also as easy to use as the tubing. So I would like for you to come join my class in the Social Center on Tuesday, September the 16th at 10:45, whether you are any type of fitness level. It doesn't matter if you can sit, stand, or what have you. I will make sure when you come to my class that you will be able to use one of these pieces of equipment, and I will explain to you how to work them in a nice, easy manner. And if you have somebody that helps you, please bring your aide with you so they can learn how to do it as well, and you can do these simple exercises with them or on your own. So please come meet me in the Social Center at 10:45 on September the 16th. All you have to do is sign up at one of the desks, and I will see you then.
Well, I told you she was extraordinary. She said it all. I'm Mary Franklin with the Health Connection. Make it a happy and healthy day.
Now it's time to cover all of Monday's happenings, academy news, menus, and village church connections right after this word from David Howenstein.
An Illinois study found that older air traffic controllers were expert at navigating and juggling multiple aircraft and avoiding collisions. That's in an article about the advantages of growing older, which leads off this week's encore performance of Listening to the Words. You'll also hear a chapter from a Shell Point resident who used the pen name Ai Hua for her book Lovely Feet, A Journey in Faith, about her teaching in China. You won't want to miss an on-the-road feature about a radio DJ in his 90s. And in spite of the drive into digital, vinyl is viewed very positively right here in Southwest Florida. Relentless rain are the opening words in Storm Silly, a chapter in Southwest Floridian Jeanette Batko's latest book. And wouldn't you know it, Rainy Day is the title of my poem that follows. Yes, all that and the marvelous more are yours to enjoy in this program, first aired 2 years ago. Just remember to disregard references to events happening then. David Howenstein inviting you to listen on Shell Point Channel 12 to Listening to the Words, twice each hour, every day this week.
Welcome everybody to the happening segment of Shell Point TV. I'm Bev Chandley. I'm here with Mary Franklin, who's also the birthday girl today. It's Mary's birthday, so if you see her around, make sure you say something. And it's also the first day of the employee photo contest, so make sure you get to the Resident Activities Center to look at the photos and to vote for your favorite one. We're going to start the activities off this morning at 8:45 with virtual bowling in the Resident Activities Center. We're going to move to 9 o'clock for men's match play, doubles tennis. Billiards will be played in the Resident Activities Center at 9:15, And also at 9:15, we have pottery down in the pottery studio. We're going to move to 10:30 with a Disciple Men's Bible Study group in the game room of the Woodlands. 10:45, the table tennis will be a clinic this morning. It'll be in the Tarpon room. We round out the morning activities at 11:30 with the Health Connections class, Agility and Flexibility, and that's in the Health Club. Here's Mary for the afternoon lineup.
Thank you, Bev. At noon, Mahjong will be played in the Sabre Room at the Woodlands. And at 1:15, you can choose to play advanced table tennis in the Tarpon Room or Samba in the Resident Activity Center. 1:45, the Balance and Mobility Training Level 1 class will be gathering in the Health Club on the island. The BDIB Club will be meeting in the Oak Room at 2 p.m. And at 3 o'clock, you can join the Pilates Stretch class in the Health Club. And then at 3:30, head out to the LifeQuest Aquatic Center pool for aqua, agility, and conditioning with Craig. And 6:30 is the time for duplicate bridge in the game room at the Woodlands. And that's a wrap for our Monday activities. We hope you have a great day. We look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Terry Kolath with your Academy information for Monday. At 10:15, we have an iPad e-reader class continuing in the Manatee Room on the island. And at 10:30, Appreciating Words continues in our Oak Room at the Woodlands, and they welcome everyone. At 1:15, Making Word Work for You. This computer class takes place in the Computer Teaching Center on the island for those who have signed up. We have a new class tomorrow I want to tell you about. It's the history of the original Olympian Games in Greece with our Professor Adrian Kerr. You may sign up right at the class.
Menus for Monday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is beef burgundy with egg noodles and roasted beets. The dinner special is Old Home Cooking Night for $11.95, and the soup of the day is chicken gumbo. In the Island Cafe for lunch, the special is a tuna melt with coleslaw for $7.25. The dinner special is pot roast with mashed potatoes and green beans for $8.25. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
It's a privilege to welcome you today to Village Church Connections. I'm here with our International Worker in Residence, Janice Quinlan. Welcome, Janice.
Thank you, Glenda.
Janice, we've introduced you to the Shell Point community before, but we want to give them an opportunity to connect with your ministry in Thailand, what's going on there. And so I know that you had some special concerns about a family that has just recently arrived in Thailand, and I want you to share a little bit of their story with us today.
I'd love to. We just found out about Brian and Abby Lindsay in February. Mm-hmm. They really were new to the radar screen for us in Thailand. Abby is an MK, and her parents were missionaries in Burkina Faso. The Konkels, they're in their last term, and they will be retiring. And Brian and Abby were planning to go to Guinea. They did an internship there. And 20 days before they left, they had their appliances bought, their furniture packed, everything ready to go. And just a preliminary physical, they found out that their 4-year-old son was diabetic, seriously diabetic. And he was put in the hospital, and the door to Guinea closed for them. Being an MK from Africa, that was really very painful for them, because her whole life she'd kind of geared to go back to Africa. Okay. And so they spent probably 6 months just listening to God and seeing where he was going to redirect them. And Thailand came into the picture because we have such good medical care available there. Mm-hmm. We did not have any idea that God was bringing us another international family to work with us. So we were just thrilled. And they have 2 little children. Their youngest is 2, Benjamin, and James just turned 5 after they got in Thailand in July. So we've been concerned. It's been an unusually huge adjustment for them because they never thought about Asia. They never thought about working with Buddhist people. A country that they really did not have a big knowledge about previously. So, they've consistently asked for prayer. Language is study. They're in their 2nd month, and of course it's getting more difficult. Mm-hmm. But I know they will do well. You have to kind of get to that hill, and once you get over it, they're not there yet. But they need a lot of prayer, especially for James, that his medical condition can be treated well, and everyone can feel confident about that. And they can feel confident about leaving him with a nanny, that the nanny can look after his situation at such a young age, that they'll learn the language, that they'll learn to love a people group that they never really knew before they came to Thailand. So I would appreciate prayer for the Lindsays, Brian and Abby Lindsay, with James and Benjamin.
It's a phenomenal story, really, because God orchestrates our lives sometimes in unexpected ways, and we don't always understand the why, but we know it's good. And I know Thailand is very well known for having good health care, and so I trust that he'll be well taken care of there.
I believe that they were for us all along, and it just took this path to get them to us. And God has put so many pieces together, because the guest home operators that are there now, she was a diabetic nurse. Our present field director is a nurse and had a diabetic child, and only God could have put those pieces together. So it makes them feel confident that he's been working behind the scenes all along to get them to the place where he wants them to be, and that's with us. So we're happy, so happy.
That's great. And you mentioned they're in language study right now.
Their second month, yes.
And you've had to go through that.
Yes.
Thai language is not the easiest to learn, but we can pray for them in that process. So what do you anticipate that they will be involved in once they complete language studies?
Their burden is church planting.
Okay.
And so right now in their first term, we're looking at the greater Bangkok area, just because proximity to good medical care, and James is so young.
Okay.
But they'd like to maybe work in an area which is largely unreached. We just have to kind of see how James does as he gets older, and if he can take more care of his medical condition. But it will always be in church planting, either in the metropolitan Bangkok area or in one of the rural areas of Thailand.
Okay. You've given us a number of things that we can remember to pray for. We'll certainly be praying for James as he makes this adjustment, and that his medical condition will be stable. Praying for the family as they do language study and adjust to a new culture and all of the components of that. And pray that God will just map their path for their future in Thailand and give them wonderful peace about that.
Thank you.
So, thank you for sharing their story. I'm hoping over the course of this next year, we'll have an opportunity to just gather glimpses of the work in Thailand as you're able to share. It's been such a real treat to have you here on the Shell Point campus already, and we have many more months to look forward to.
Yes.
So thank you, Janice, for being with us today, for sharing this story. And I encourage you to pray with Janice about the ministries in Thailand, and particularly the Lindsay family, as they adjust to a new culture, a new situation. Thank you for joining us today at Village Church Connections. Have a wonderful day.
We're glad you joined us for today's show. Tune in tomorrow for a jam-packed show when resident Dottie Morrison stops by to talk about global outreach and mystery ministry kids. Plus, Professor Adrian Kerr tells us about his latest academy class on the fall of Constantinople more than 500 years ago. And finally, we'll tell you about a great new way to get your groceries without ever having to leave Shell Point. Until then, this is Shell Point Today for Monday, September 15th. I'm Kara Minowie, and from all of us here at Shell Point TV, we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.